Hey, Backlog kids! And today, we're going to take a look at another kit from the Battlogue OVA. Introducing the HGGB 1144th scale Gundam Helios from Gundam Breaker Battlogue, piloted by Ryusei Fudo, who is also the main protagonist of the Gundam Breaker mobile game. And yes, the mobile game has a story campaign and it's really nothing to write home about. Basically, you're the new guy in school, you get a rival, some waifus for you cultured gentlemen, a tournament arc, and you get to save the gunpla gloves. Typical high school life of an anime MC. Wait, if these are kids in the story, shouldn't it be 1:1 scale instead? Man, reviewing another kit from this line reminds me of what could be if Bandai would just make a decent gunpla PC game, like Gundam Breaker 3 in the PS4. We don't talk about that one.
You guys not have phones? Yeah, you guys don't have phones, right?
Anyways, so far, the Live Lands haven't really set up a high bar for the line, as the kit was fantastic, as seen on our previous video. Go check it out. But will the Gundam Helios be up to par? Let's find out. So here it is, straight out of the box, and the first thing you would probably notice is the upside down wings. Really sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? If you're an avid Gundam fan, you'll notice that it's the same wings from the Freedom Gundam, but upside down. Seriously, who thought it was a good idea to set the wings to Wumbo?
The study of Wumbo? It's first grade!
Backlog kid.
Sorry, I doubted you.
Anyways, since this is from a build series, this will be based off a couple of kits. The obvious ones are the Freedom Gundam and Destiny Gundam, but this kit also borrows from the Gundam X and the Double X with a bit of Unicorn Psycho frame. That's a lot of base kits actually. Our boy Ryusei's been busy butchering a lot of kits, huh? But I've gotta say, I'm impressed how they were able to combine the different kits to make this design. They did upscale the Gundam X parts as it is one of the smaller mobile suit designs as you can see here. But even if they did upscale the Gundam X parts, the proportions still do look a bit stumpy and it feels like the head is just a tad bigger compared to the body. Well, good thing it's better than the box art. Comparing it with the original Destiny head, they did make some changes in the proportions making the Gundam Helios head a bit rounder. In terms of colors, it will come in a white and vibrant light blue color scheme with your typical red core section and a couple of nice blue-green effect parts. The light blue colored parts really look great in person, but I feel like they could have done a better job laying out the color scheme, as it doesn't feel like an official Gundam design. It feels like one of those video games that let you pick a color palette and some parts just didn't turn out the way you wanted it. Like the mobile game. Wait. Anyways, there is a large clear part in the chest for the satellite receiver thing, and I've slipped some foil sheet in there because you'll see the innards of the kit without it. Kinda looks nice when you shine some light on it, and reveals the nice honeycomb details. I've also tried putting some foil stickers on the back of the eye sensors by the way. Think it will have the same effect but it really didn't do anything. Disappoint. I'll just paint it with metallic blue Gundam markers later. By the way, color separation for this kit is undoubtedly fantastic, but you'll still get a sticker sheet. But it'll be mostly for the glowy bits for the eye and head sensors, the wing binders, the beam cannons, sensor for the satellite cannons, some color correcting stickers for the ankle armor, and finally the yellow caution marks on the knees and the back skirt. You won't be seeing any seam lines for this guy, well except for the one across the head, which honestly sucks. Disappointed again. I feel they could have done a better job hiding that. But overall, a pretty nice design. The color scheme could be better, but the color separation is fantastic, especially for a design that's full of small bits and details here and there. Now onto the accessories. Let's start off with the standard issue beam rifle. This rifle is identical to the one that comes with the Destiny Gundam. Well, that's because it's exactly that. You can store it at the back skirt and it will plug in through the peg. It can be held by the standard holding hand, and honestly, with all the firepower this mobile suit has, why do you even need this? Next, we take a look at the beam shield, which is this nice clear part over here. To mount this, just take one of the clear parts in the forearms and swap it with this. Looks really nice, although it's just a bit small for my taste for a shield. I like the shape though, as it looks like it can be used as a forearm mounted blade. Speaking of clear parts, the beam effect parts for the beam sword will be made of the nice clear hard plastic instead of your typical soft plastic effect part. These can be mounted on the beam sword hilts, which are stored on the satellite cannons. By the way, Gundam Helios can grab onto the hilts while sheathed, so you can really make some awesome sword drawing poses. The design of the hilts will be the one from Gundam X, although upscaled, and I've gotta say, I like how it looks with its bigger effect parts. The kit really screams firepower. Moving on, we have the open hands exposing the palm of China beam cannons from the Destiny Gundam. Too bad it didn't include any effect parts with it like the Destiny Gundam did. But if you have one in your collection, you can mount it at the hard point on the palm. Man, the way they molded these hands really give me some Iron Man repulsor beam vibes. While we're here, let's fan out the panels in the forearm and the legs so we can whip out the double satellite cannon. If you're familiar with this sight, you've probably seen it from the Gundam Double X, as this is the Double X's signature pose when firing its own double satellite cannon. The double satellite cannons can extend their barrels, which gives this cool expanding cannon look. It will have some nice points of articulation that give you the freedom in positioning them however you want. You can even position them underneath the arms like the F-91's BSBRs or the Freedom's rail cannons. But that's not necessary, as the reason why the Freedom wings are upside down is because the Balena plasma beam cannons will be taking that spot. Just simply fan out the wings as you would a normal Freedom Gundam, and voila! You know what? You've gotta give props to the guy who thought of this. It's really clever. Best part is, the wings aren't built any different. They're just upside down. Speaking of upside down, you can make the Balena cannons and the satellite cannons swap places by orienting them like this. Not really a part of the kit's gimmick, but I think it's just worth sharing. By the way, with all the things jammed in the backpack, expect this kit to have trouble standing on its own. On neutral position, the satellite cannons will help him stand upright. But on any other poses, you'll need to do a little bit of balancing. Oh, if you have seen the Battlogue OVA, you'll notice that Ryusei likes to spam his special move thing called the Sestet Cannon, which is basically a combination of all 6 cannons firing. Wait, if he's spamming his special move, wouldn't that be OP? Who the hell is balancing this game? Why can't the live lens even fire the Onaka beam? Why is PvP so horrible, Banjay? Sorry, wrong game.
Really? Ask yourself, did I throw all the grenades I could?
Oh, did you know that Sestet means the last 6 lines of a sonnet? Get it? The 6 cannons? Last things you'll ever see? Ha! Ha! Anyways, the accessories definitely don't disappoint, as this fella right here packs some serious heat. If only it included some effect parts for the Palm of China cannons. Though I can understand that if you gave them effect parts, you'll have to give the other cannons their own sets, right? So yeah, accessories are great. And even better, most are already connected to the kit, so you wouldn't have to keep much of them in a separate container. Time to check out the articulation, but before that, let's take that off, thank you very much. Head is on your standard ball joint and can go up and down like so. Ball joint means it can do a full 360. Torso is in your typical double ball joint, so it can crunch, some side to side, and full 360. Oh, this ball joint pops off easily, by the way. Man, is it just me, or do the ball polycaps really suck now? Shoulder can move forward and is on the ball joint, so can do a 360. Arm can move out like so. Biceps swivel over here. forearm swivel over here. Nice. Beautiful double jointed elbow. Ball jointed wrist. Side skirts go up and tilts. Front skirts go up and down. No back skirt movement, sadly. Legs can do the splits. Very nice. Legs can kick forward and can only go back so far. Thigh swivel with a 180. Nice double jointed knees. Ankle can tilt like so. Ankle armor also tilts. Feet are in a ball joint and also have a nice pivot. Oh, it also has this toe bend. Articulation is fantastic and will enable you to have this kit pose like a champ, even with the backpack on. It especially feels nice setting it up, given how the kit feels so solid. I feel like Bandai should just consider ditching the polycap plastic and replace it with the soft, premium feeling plastic instead. Try saying that 3 times. I mean, there are already a couple of kits they've released that didn't have polycaps included, like the Atlas Gundam or the Moon Gundam, and they turned out to be really great kits. Size comparison time, and here it is with an average sized Gundam. And surprisingly, it's taller. I didn't realize that Seed mobile suits were a bit larger than a normal Gundam. Huh! Just to confirm that it's not just Gundam Helios, this is it side to side with Destiny Gundam and a Strike Freedom Gundam. Well, mine's the High and Western Plus custom, which is why it's orange. And as you can see, Helios surely kept the height of the Destiny. Would have been weird if they based it off Gundam X or Double X, which are these little guys right here. But I could certainly see where he got the stumpy proportions. And finally, let's pit him against the Narrative Gundam, which is still going to be taller even though Helios has that added height, thanks to its base kit. The Helios is definitely gonna stand out more on the shelf though, because of obvious reasons. So yeah, this fella's got some size and will definitely be a presence on your shelf, just like the Live Lands Heaven is. So overall, the Gundam Helios will be another great kit out of the Battlogue line. In terms of the build, amazing color separation, fantastic articulation, and a solid kit overall. Definitely display ready out of the box. However, this is not something I would recommend to everyone due to its aesthetic. Look, I'm not saying that it's bad, but I just can't shake the feeling that something's off. I don't know how to describe it, but it just feels like a custom kit rather than an official Gundam design by Bandai. Granted, it does come from the build line, and if that's their goal in designing this kit, I'd say they nailed it right on the head. But if you dig the design, 100% recommend grabbing one, as this has all the awesome engineering that you can expect from most modern HG gunpla, minus the loose ball polycap on the torso. I just wish they'd keep the build of the Destiny's torso. Man, that kit was super solid. This kit will come in the price of 25-30 yen, which is a bit higher than your typical HG gunpla, but it does come with a ton of plastic, not to mention some leftover parts from the kits it was based off. I'd say it's pretty well worth the price if you're interested in nabbing one. So that's it for the review. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, and if you didn't, give it a down, and let us know why in the comment section. Consider subscribing if you like what we do, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss a video. Join us again next time for another Battlogue Kids review. Oh, you're still here? Thanks for being a champ and staying all the way to the end. If you like this video, why don't you check out another Bandai HG kit review over here? Or maybe whatever YouTube decided to put over here. Either way, hope you enjoy them.
The study of Wumpo? It's first grade.
Battlogue Kids.